going on? Davey Michaels here, and welcome to episode 3 of Weird Art. I'm still in Chicago, Illinois, and that's probably going to be the place where I'm at for a while now, just because I'm living here. So again, I was on the best website ever to discover weird places and oddities called Atlas Obscura. And here in Chicago, there's a park called Oz Park, and it's based on The Wizard of Oz. So whoever was in charge of this park in northern Chicago thought that it would be interesting to put up multiple Wizard of Oz themed statues. I like Wizard of Oz. I think everyone likes Wizard of Oz, but to think I'm gonna invest money into putting up Wizard of Oz themed art statues is a really interesting idea. So let's go check out this park. During the 1950s, the area surrounding what is now called Oz Park was in need of improvement. The city of Chicago gave the Lincoln Park Conservation Association permission to improve the community in the 1960s. In 1974, the Chicago Park District acquired the land and began constructing a park. Lyman Frank Baum, a children's author and the creator of The Wizard of Oz, was a resident of the Lincoln Park area in the 1890s. Remembering its former resident, fans of The Wizard of Oz would gather in the park for the Oz Festival to honor the famous book, movie, and author every year. The park was officially named Oz Park in 1976. The Oz Park Advisory Council raised the money to put sculptures of the Tin Man, Cowardly Lion, Scarecrow, and Dorothy and Toto by sculptor John Curie in the park. Shortly after the park had been built and named, the artist John Curie was approached by an elderly woman who wanted him to create sculptures of the main characters from The Wizard of Oz to decorate the park. She died, however, before the park approved the project. Approximately 30 years later, the documents regarding the initial plans were found, and in the early 1990s, Curie was commissioned by the Oz Park Advisory Council to recreate the first of the 4 statues. He later went to create a whole total of 4: the Tin Man, the Cowardly Lion, the Scarecrow, and Dorothy and Toto. The Tin Man was installed in October of 1995, the Cowardly Lion in June of 2001, the Scarecrow joined in June 2005, and Dorothy and Toto was added to the park in May 2007. The park is used yearly for multiple events, including Movies in the Park, the Pumpkin Patch, and Art Therapy Connections Chalk Festival. Oz Park added to the improvement of Lincoln Park and serves as a constant reminder of L. Frank Baum and the power that still remains with storytelling. Outside yourself when you let all of the world inside is a space that creates your horizon. Well, your mind is a space that creates the horizon. Your mind is a space that creates your horizon. Well, your mind is a space that creates your horizon. Say, why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? Why would you look outside yourself when you all right. All of the world inside? Well, that was certainly a very cool little park. I actually enjoyed that a lot. I enjoyed that a lot more than I thought I would. I think we have these expectations for
fun or interesting things as if they have to be over the top or extraordinary, when really there's a lot of really interesting things just in your backyard or right in your neighborhood. Those statues that are commemorating the Wizard of Oz, it is fascinating that a bunch of people get together and they decide, you know what, this is what our tax-paying dollars and our HOA money should go to, is developing something that's of interest. And I think it's really interesting that we as people still continue to invest money in things like that. It's like, why do we spend billions of dollars in space programs, figuring out ways to get to the moon or other planets, or space travel, all of these different things that might be seen as being not necessary for humans to function just here on Earth? But that's because we as people are endowed with the interest in the arts, and endowed with an interest in the spiritual and the strange and the spectacular and the artistic that's in our nature. Seeing something like this, you know, I think it fits within that category. It's like, why would somebody care to put up statues commemorating fictional characters? You know, it's a really interesting thing to me. And it's the same concept behind creating like the Wizard of Oz in general. I know that story had a lot to do with the historical context of the times, and just walking around, that just was continually sticking in my head, and so I thought it was very interesting and worthwhile. So if you're ever in, I think this is Lincoln Park, like Lincoln neighborhood or Lincoln Park, somewhere around there in northern Chicago. If you're ever in this area, definitely stop by Oz Park and just walk around and maybe bring a Frisbee or bring your family and have a nice picnic or something. It was absolutely worth the time for me. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. These videos are so much fun for me to make, and so I hope you'll like and subscribe and be here for the next video. So God bless. See you later.